we think is positive.
Well, they're here tonight, right?
They don't report on positive stuff.
Just not in their blood.
If I agree with you guys on something, they won't report me. How crazy is that? I have evidence.
Well, that's how they envision their need to sell newspapers. Stir the pot. I call it.
Yeah. I'm gone.
Did I come in the other night for a signature?
Yeah.
We said that our biggest strength was the river and learning how to embrace it and not see it as an enemy. One of the folks at our table came up with the phrase of gateway to the river, and I thought that was pretty cool. Opportunities then would be for businesses to be developed that would support those types of activities. If you're fishing, you need bait. You may need a life jacket. You may need, those sorts of things. Also, opportunities would be other types of activity on, rowing teams or paddle boat rentals, canoe rentals, that sort of thing. Also, what we could do now would be doing a better job of promoting what we're doing down here, such as e-team, member brought up the Nation Light, just those sorts of things that are going on down here, and we need to get that out in the public. Weaknesses, probably the biggest thing we said was just the untidiness of the boulevard itself, the city-owned properties not being well-maintained and weed whacked and those sorts of things. Threats, river management, learning from past experience. Also, I think public perception. I don't know about the rest of you that lived here through the flood and have come back, but I am tired of being referred to as those people.
Mm-hmm.
You want to get a job on that?
One of those people. Our strengths, of course, we feel are going to be the location. We're close to downtown. We're walkable, bikeable, rideable, and we have to keep saying that because that's what we're all doing now. I see more people walking dogs and pushing babies and strollers than I've ever seen in the 36 years I've been here. And it's a healthy and running. Although I do about people who run in the middle of the winter and they run in the snow right alongside our cars. But if they think that's healthy, I'm going to let them do it. Diversity of our neighborhood is another positive, and then we're working with a clean slate and a strong neighborhood, strong relationships with the people. We're very fortunate down here to have wonderful people that like one another, and that's contagious with all the new people moving in. We take care of each other, and it doesn't take long for people to know that we have something very special before the flood, and it's still going on since the flood. Weaknesses are residential next to industrial. We have a loss of our rooftops in our homes and our businesses. Jobs, because without jobs, we will have no people. And then we need flood protection. So that's a weakness that we are always at the mercy of the next high water. And we need to do what we can to work together to have a flood protection system here that will be something everyone can live with. Opportunities is that we have a lot of land available. The infrastructure is already here, our roads and streets and sewers, sidewalks, although some are still in disrepair, but those are easy to fix. We are urban, we are close to everything, hospitals, clinics, downtown, entertainment, recreation. You couldn't ask for a better place to be. Everything is practically at our fingertips. We're an area where we need the flood management. We have a lot of amenities, which is Ellis Park, all the recreational activities that go on all year long that have to do with the river. And we are Blue Zone supporters, and we certainly show it now with all the healthy things people are doing around the area. Blue Zone and then winery, that was just a little that had to do with something else that wasn't here. We have our design guidelines, and therefore we know that this will always maintain the character of what we had before, but we will move forward with some modernization and of course all of the things that make it a green construction, rather than mold, which was the green construction we all had in 2008. Threats are of course flooding and not having flood protection. The idea that we need to maintain this energy and enthusiasm 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the road to sell us as the great community that we are. And that some developers and people are a little reluctant to build it and they will come. We have to show that we are really wanting them to come. And that's all part of how we're going to market our community. I think that's all.
Strengths, we talked about the park, the river, family activities, recreation, similar to the street here, the harbor, and then the history of the name, the Ellis name, was also brought up as a strength, just knowing where that's at. People recognize that name. Weakness, building age, buildings and sidewalks and streets in disrepair, loss of services, necessities, such as grocery store, things that you could pick up easily close to your home, no access or easy access to and from the neighborhood, or from Ellis, major housing loss, weakness, and loss of some major landmarks that have been around for a long time. Opportunities, there's a lot of open space and land, new recreational facility, could be parking, really the blank slate. We saw here some schools and opportunities. Also trail connections and connectivity. We'd like to see some kind of trail connection to bring people into that area, and being able to recreate the service center, shopping, and eateries. That's an opportunity. Threats, obviously flooding, financing, the economy, the lack of people that are living there, and unity on agreement on a plan. We saw that as a threat, having that unity on an agreement, and then also funding to create a plan.
Okay, I think our strength mainly is the people of the neighborhood. That's our biggest strength. On our businesses, and we're well known. Everybody knows where Ellis Park is. Everybody knows where Time Check is. We have a lot of pride here, and we care what's going to happen to this neighborhood. We don't have a great deal of crime, and we're resilient. We can come back from this no matter what. Our weaknesses, who's going to invest here? We need people that's going to invest in us. And the flood potential, of course, is always a big one. We're kind of dictated by flood management. We don't have really a lot of say in that.
Pretty close to me.
Oh, okay. This area is outside the focus area for other investors. And our opportunities we have history. It's a good place to bring up our families, and location. Somebody else said location. We're close to downtown. We're close to the Westdale Mall. We're close to Ellis Park, obviously. Our threats, the flood, of course. School closing. I hope that's over with, but we never know. A lot of people are worried about taking their homes away from them for a public right-of-way type of thing. And, of course, then there's the casino. I don't know if the casino is good or bad. I haven't decided.
Okay, the strengths of the neighborhood are obviously the park, the history, the passion for the neighborhood, the water, and the activities that go on with that. It's walkability, the trail that comes into the neighborhood, and then we have open space. Our weaknesses, we have broken sidewalks, not that they need repair, they're not continuous. You have to go from one side to the other in some spots. We have undeveloped properties, lack of business, unknown future plans for flood protection, lack of parking and lighting. Our opportunities are mixed use redevelopment, residential and commercial, the 6th Street connection, a dog park. We have green space, although it's not right on Ellis, it's adjacent. Bigger community garden, restaurants, community centers, friendly, accessible, well-lit, and community building, not a building, but rebuilding the community and the unity. Our threats, the higher speeds with the 6th Street connection, we could add more four-way stops to lower that speed. The flood is a potential threat. Lack of parking for businesses, and the types of businesses that would be coming in could possibly be a threat.
Much of our table is left. We'll only mention the few things that haven't already been mentioned, maybe, if there are any. The strong sense of community, a weakness being the property tax base, and obviously redevelopment could turn that weakness into a strength. Opportunity is to bring more people into our neighborhood, more residential and more well, I can't think of the word. The threat, a lot of discussion about the threat being of funding, kind of feeling they have to fight for everything, and then flood control, obviously. Diversity, that was the word. Yeah.